Alright guys, we're going to talk through Hammer. We're currently in an open set, our Odin set. Hammer moves into what's called a 2-3-1 over here. And the way we initiate that is as we move the ball through X. Once the ball has gone through X and is coming back out, and it hits a wing, MIDI, this is when we need to initiate Hammer. Now Hammer can be initiated by this wing MIDI passing and then cutting in, and this wing MIDI starting to carry back over. That's one way to settle into the 2-3-1. Another is that as soon as this wing MIDI receives it, the opposite wing MIDI drops in and into crease, and we look to, if nobody's looking, right, you would look to feed that guy. Potentially that will be there. Don't force it, but it's a potential. Otherwise, hit 4 and allow him to carry over, and set up our triangle. So a 2-3-1 really should look where we have a triangle here and a triangle down here. You will work together in these triangles. You will rotate in and out, but it doesn't necessarily always have to be in a triangular motion. It can be a shallow cut through and a sweep and then a roll back up and a roll out, and we're still holding triangle, right? And we kind of force that. Essentially, he will either move the ball or move the ball down there, and kind of end up on crease at some point, right? But again, you're looking at these triangles, okay? Now, some key principles we want to talk through. If a MIDI, we'll move the ball here, who is just in this set, he's not looking to pass down, he isn't dodging. A pass down, pick down isn't a long pass and then go pick down. A pass down, pick down is off of a dodge. So if you're not dodging and you just passed, then what you should be doing is cutting in. This MIDI should start to cut out, and this MIDI should start to float over. Essentially, it's just working at a little triangle, okay? As that happens, again, the attack is looking to feed the cutter. If it's not there, don't force it. Attack may be looking to carry their guy up a little bit and then sweep under and try to take advantage there. And draw this slide, which then hits that guy open again. But essentially, once it gets to this attack and this rotation here is happening, it's up to him to dictate what to do. If he passes down, we can change into a different set. Or we can keep at it and then pass around here for a second, right? Really, we shouldn't change into a different offensive set without a call, but it can happen naturally, and that's okay. So in this moment, we've passed down, we've created our rotation here, we're going to pass again, and then pass again. Here's another principle that we need to look at, is we just had 2 passes and no movement. So this guy doesn't necessarily just have to be there. These two can swap places always as that ball's moving. He can swap with one. They can continue to do a triangle as the ball's moving below. So midis don't just stand there once you've made one rotation. Number 2, if the ball is out here on this wing and passes down, instead of just standing there, you should creep in a little bit and see if there isn't an opportunity to attack and hit a slip, and do something there with the 2-man game. If not, take that back and then move it the other way, if that's the right option. So attack, meaning what that means is, if that's the right option, just if you're not feeling like it's a good attack move, if there's not a good pass back there, then let's keep the ball moving, right? One other option in this moment is that he could continue to push across and this attack could carry, and then we could set up a little triangle game down here. That is definitely something that should happen, and if that happens again, these guys should continue to move in space and keep the defense honest up top. You could also begin to umbrella out a little bit and provide some other options, but that, for the sake of this, we're just going to keep in our 2-3-1. Okay, but let's assume the attack cheated in, or crept in, wasn't there. 1 moves it to 3, 3 moves it up to 4. Now, in this moment, yes, attack. Anytime you pass back up to a wing midi, you should then look to cut across. Opposite side should look to come down, and X should look to come out. Again, this is all about keeping the defense honest, right? So as that's happening and you move the ball there, midi, move the ball, shallow cut, start to go, we're clearing through. We've already started to work this clear through. As you down here see this guy up here sweeping this way, right? Then don't come out to this wing. Stay here and keep this guy home. And as we've cleared through this other side and he comes crashing down, hopefully these guys have followed through, he gets a step and a shot. Or this is where, because he's dodging, if he slides upfield, you're there, you can get that shot. Or if he doesn't slide upfield, but they've pushed him out here, you can pop out for that, right? Pass down, pick down, and go, or a shot, or skip to 4 and shot. Okay, those are a variety of different variations coming out of Hammer. As you can see, we're looking to create the offense really for the middies, looking to use them to create dodging opportunities, to facilitate movement while the ball is down below. And again, this is all meant to pass over, shallow cut, or follow high, dodge down, roll that back, get through, get up, and go again, right? Those aren't dodges. And then go again. So, gentlemen, that's Hammer, 2-3-1. Work together, get in your triangles, and make it happen.